Hi everyone, this is Fernando. I have to say that I'm very blessed to have taken this Doing Theology in Global Context class. I have been so blessed with the teachings and everyone's thoughts and contributions to the class. And I want to finish with this video reflecting on what the Spirit is telling to the church in my context, and maybe it'll apply to your context too. And when I think about what the church should be listening for from the Spirit, what the Spirit is telling us, there's only one verse that comes to my mind, and it's found in Philippians in the book of Philippians chapter 2. And I'm going to read it from the New Living Translation, and if you want to read it by yourself in a different version, that's fine. But this is my favorite version for this chapter. And it reads as follows. Is there any encouragement from belonging to Christ? Any comfort from His love? Any fellowship together in the Spirit? Are your hearts tender and compassionate? Then make me truly happy by agreeing wholeheartedly with each other, loving one another, and working together with one mind and purpose. Don't be selfish. Don't try to impress others. Be humble, thinking of others as better than yourselves. Don't look out for your own interests, but take an interest in others too. And I love this part. Verse 5. You must have the same attitude that Christ Jesus had. You must have the same attitude that Jesus had. And to me, this concept of attitude is so relevant, because in my context working with children, I work to adjust their attitudes. I seek to have them have a better attitude, that even though they've been at school all day long and they're tired, that their attitude should not be one where they come and they start hitting each other and they start yelling at each other, but everything that this chapter says, being humble, taking interest in others, and just not being selfish. That's the attitude that I'm trying to mold in these children, and just taking the same attitude that Jesus Christ had is described in the following verses. And check it out. It says, even though He was God, He did not think of equality with God as something to cling to. Instead, He gave up His divine privileges. He took the humble position of a slave and was born as a human being. When He appeared in human form, He humbled Himself in obedience to God and died a criminal's death on a cross. That's amazing to me, that we are called to have the same attitude, not to cling to things that maybe in our minds might be worth clinging to, and actually humbling ourselves to the position, if I work with children, to the position of children. If I work with the homeless, humble myself to the position of the homeless. If I work with African Americans, humble myself to the position of African Americans. Whatever it is that the context you're in, you need to humble yourself to their position. You need to contextualize yourself. You need to adjust yourself to their position. And that's one of the biggest takeaways from this class, at least for me. And this is nothing new. Paul isn't teaching anything new. If in any relationship that you ever had, that you ever will have, or that you have right now, you always need to take the interest of the other person before your own. If you're married, you understand this. If you have a girlfriend, I do, you understand this. My girlfriend is into taxes, and I'm not into taxes. I'm into theology. And sometimes I just have to get myself into taxes to be able to have conversations with her. And to me, that is the biggest lesson we could take, all of us, being able to adjust our attitudes for the sake of those around us. I pray that you will stay blessed as you move on with your ministries and either go to New Zealand or wherever you may be, in San Francisco, in LA, that you may take the attitude of Christ. God bless you all.